All right, let's talk tech. You've probably heard these terms thrown around. QA, which stands for Quality Assurance, and SDET, that's a Software Development Engineer and Test. They both have to do with making sure your apps don't crash, but here's the thing, they sound similar, but their jobs are actually worlds apart. So today, we're going to break it all down and figure out what that difference really is.
I mean, think about it. Our whole world runs on software now, right? Your banking app, your social media, we just expect it all to work perfectly. But as we've all experienced, that's definitely not always the case. We're living in a world of glitches, crashes, and seriously frustrating bugs. So the big question is, why? Oh, it's that moment we all just dread. You tap an icon and nothing. Or even worse, the app crashes right as you're about to confirm a purchase. It is so frustrating. And it really makes you wonder, with all these brilliant people building this stuff, why do bugs still happen? Well, answering that question gets us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. Okay, to make this all super clear, we're going to use a really simple analogy that comes from our source material, one that anybody can get. So for just a minute, forget about code, forget about software. Instead, I want you to think about a restaurant.
And believe it or not, pretty much everything you need to know about the difference between a QA and an SDET, it can all be explained right inside that restaurant. So let's see how this works. Okay, so first up, let's meet the person who's right there on the front lines of quality. We'll call them the problem finder. This is our quality assurance expert, or, QA for short. Their whole job is to be that crucial link between the kitchen and the customer. So think of the QA expert as the final critical checkpoint. They are literally using their senses, their expertise, and that all-important human intuition to personally inspect every single meal before it goes out to a customer. They're asking, is this right? Does it meet our standards? And this is pretty much what they sound like. The QA expert finds a very specific existing problem and sends it right back to the kitchen to get fixed. It's super direct, it's immediate, and it's totally focused on the plate of food that's right in front of them. The whole point is they catch the mistake before the customer ever sees it. So here's the crucial point. The QA professional's entire world revolves around one thing: finding problems. They are experts at manually testing the final product, using it just like a real customer would, to sniff out anything and everything that's broken. Their whole focus is on fixing the problems of the here and now. But okay, our restaurant has another expert. This one is a little different though. There's someone who almost never tastes the soup themselves. This is our prevention builder, the Software Development Engineer and Test, or SDT. And here is where we see a fundamental shift in thinking. See, the SDTE isn't tasting just one bowl of soup. They're an engineer. Their job is to design and build a whole system, a machine really, that can automatically test every single bowl of soup that comes out of that kitchen instantly and with perfect consistency. Now this is absolutely key. The SDT's work isn't just a one-time check. No, it's a continuous automated safety net. They're writing code that tests the software. So if a new change breaks something, let's say a chef suddenly starts making the soup too cold, an alarm goes off immediately. We're talking long before it even gets to the QA tester, and way before it gets to the customer. So you see the pattern here, right? Where QA focuses on finding problems, the SDET focuses on preventing those same problems from ever happening again. They do this by building automated systems, using a code-centric engineering mindset. Their focus isn't just on today's soup, it's on making sure all future soups are absolutely perfect. Okay, so we've got our problem finder and our prevention builder. So you might be thinking, are they competing with each other? And the answer is absolutely not. They are on the exact same team, working towards the exact same goal, making the customer happy. They just have very different and very complementary ways of getting there. The source material puts this perfectly. It calls them the same team, different superpowers. And that's exactly right. QA brings that superpower of human intuition. The SDET brings a superpower of automation and engineering. And guess what? You really need both to build world-class software. Look, if you remember just one single thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. QA finds the cold soup. The SDET builds a system that makes sure the soup is never, ever served cold again. See? One is reactive, the other is proactive. So let's just break it down one last time really clearly. You've got the QA role. Their focus is finding problems, and their method is a manual check. Then you have the SDET. Their focus is preventing problems, and their method is an automated system. Totally different approaches, but they're aiming for the exact same goal.
And that right there is really the heart of it. Think of it this way. QA is like catching the one bug that manages to break through the wall. And that's vital, right? But the SDET, they're the ones fixing the cracks in the wall itself, making sure that fewer and fewer bugs can ever get through in the first place. One catches the problem, the other strengthens the entire system. So I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. As AI gets more and more integrated into, well, everything we do, which one of these roles do you think becomes more critical? Is it the human taster or the machine builder? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.